I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot?
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Luck. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Luck. And it's complete. Hooper. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. To throw is Luck. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Luck now to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 2nd down, here's Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Luck. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Tight right. Regular. Drawn right. He's going. 11. 53's the mic. 53.
Here's Luck. And Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.J. Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Stays up. Buying time to his left. Steps away to his left. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Luck on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Again, it's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he spins past him and into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Colby Listenbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Love. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Monday.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Desperation, time for Luck on fourth down. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now here's a timeout called by the... It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On second down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Robert Quinn in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
622.
And the blitz does come. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A first down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Well, Prescott here to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Balaj. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the